Hi, my name is Rick Tigner. I'm the President and CEO of Jackson Family Wines. It really comes down to the people. I think we are a people-first organization. We've been a long-time family-owned. But we think about today's world, it has to be a multi-channeled approach. So as we look to the U.S., we have a national team, but we also have a local team. So we want local expertise in the marketplace. We want to actually be able to influence and educate our distributor. It's also about having good partners. So we are very careful in how we choose our distributor partners around the U.S. and also around the world. It's also about matching up supply and demand. I think one of the challenges is to make sure that you don't want to have too much inventory, but you don't want to have not enough. And so we look at it from a perspective of how do we bring our information, educate our distributors, right, and match up what the consumer's looking for. I'm also looking for what I call a consumer or customer first mindset. So it's not about just shipping the wine to our distributors and our customers. It's truly driving consumer demand through marketing and sales efforts. Our on-premise business is actually very good. I think if you look at our DNA, we've always been an on-premise or restaurant-first mindset. It is about sampling and consumer trial. I've always said in the past, if we had 2 cases of wine to sell, we would sell them both to a restaurant, right? And as you look back in the last year, maybe the last couple of years, you could argue that casual dining has sort of been, slow growth. However, resorts, destination hotels and white tablecloth restaurants are doing very well. If you also think about our portfolio, we have brands like Kendall Jackson and La Crema, which work well in that national account arena, but we also have amazing brands like Brewer Clifton or Freemark Abbey or Stone Street that go in that white tablecloth area. We also have brands called Cardinal and LaCoy and Verite, which is kind of at that upper end white tablecloth mindset. So we've always attacked on-premise first, and so I think it's a part of our DNA. So if you look into the future, I think consumers, as they go out to restaurants, it is about food choices and wine choices. So we want to make sure that we have the right wines paired with the right food. And then compared to the off-premise, where our strategy is getting to know our customers. So back in 1993, we created a national account off-premise team. Because back before 1990s, it was all about selling wine to distributors. Kind of from 90s through the 2000s, it's getting to know your customers, whether it's Publix or Kroger or Safeway. So we probably have 25 people who actually have ongoing relationships with our off-premise teams. But it's also about those independents. It is about the Applejacks or the Sams or the Sherry Lehmans, is that we take it very seriously, our relationship with them. And we also want to have the right products in the right place. Wines that actually turn over and actually sell through. So we've always tried to get the consumer to trade up with our products, kind of an aspirational mindset, and the off-premise customers and our relationships have helped us do that. Direct to the consumer at Jackson Family Wines is very important. I think we have over 20 plus tasting rooms in our portfolio. The consumer who comes out and actually has an experience at the tasting room, they will be an ambassador for the rest of their life. They'll be an advocate. It's also an opportunity to actually have those consumers taste unique wines. So we might have a brand like La Crema, which has 5 or 6 items which might be in our 3-tier system. We probably have another 15 or 20 of those items where a DTC consumer can come out and experience those wines. And then if they join the wine club, again, there's a revenue opportunity there. But to me, it's about enhancing the consumer experience and building that consumer demand one-on-one. Very carefully. I think as time spent at Jackson Family Wines, Jess Jackson created the culture of our enterprise, and Barbara Bankey's maintained that. She is the guiding light or the true north of our organization. In regards to maintaining independence, we have over 45 wineries across the globe, South Africa, Australia, Italy, France, etc. It would almost be impossible for us to have a company palate. We want the independence and the artistry of those individual winemakers and family members to a certain degree to have their own level of autonomy. Yeah, we give them great resources, assets like vineyards or the investment in the wineries with equipment, but we want them to maintain their identity. I'll use an example with Lynn Penner-Ash in Oregon. We came together a few years ago. Lynn sets the tone. She chooses the barrel. She chooses when she calls the picks on the grapes. We just enhance what she needs. So I'm very proud that we've maintained a high level of independence while maintaining a strong company culture.